Circumstances surrounding Christian Atsu's situation after scoring a 97th-minute winner for Hatayspor in a Turkish Super League game against Kasımpaşa continue to change. Between him being buried under earthquake rubble to being found, rescued and hospitalized, only to be later reported as not being found at all, the situation is getting dire for the former Everton and Bournemouth player. For a natural disaster ranked in the Grade 3 category with extensive damage to communication lines, hospitals, roads, and general infrastructure, it is quite common to have rescued victims get lost in the midst of all this chaos. However, 20 hours after widespread reports suggested Atsu was alive and receiving medical treatment to his injured right foot, sources close to the player and his club, Hatayspor, have delivered contrary statements. Ghana's ambassador to Turkey, Francisca Shiteodontun, stated earlier today, "We don't know which hospital Christian Atsu is receiving treatment." Christian Atsu's image agent, Geno Fasioni, who is in contact with the player's family in the United Kingdom, stated, "He is still missing. The club cannot find him among all the hospitals." In an interview with Turkey-based journalist Suleiman Arat, Hatayspor coach Volkan Demirel confirmed Atsu's uncertain status, saying, "There is no news from Atsu and Savut yet. Wouldn't I share this if they were in the hospital? I will share as soon as the news comes. I talked to Mustafa Ozat, Hatayspor vice president, on the phone 10 times in a row for 4 hours. Unfortunately, I could not confirm that Christian Atsu was saved in any of them," he said. His statement was backed by Hatayspor club doctor Gorbe Kaveki, who said, "When we heard he was taken to Dotio Hospital, we went and looked, but he was not there. At the moment, we accept that Savut Taner, Hatayspor sporting director, and Christian Atsu were not found, unfortunately," he said. Perhaps the most damning piece of information came later on Wednesday, when Hatayspor Vice President Mustafa Ozat fronted the uptick in optimism by declaring Atsu had been pulled from the rubble and put in a hospital early on Tuesday. Conversely, Ozat announced to the Turkish press later today that, "I received information that Christian Atsu was rescued from the rubble, but it was not true. I gave the same information to the press, but at the moment, the information received is that Atsu and Taner Savut are under the rubble." Turkey is a little over 3 times the size of Ghana, and affected cities and towns are far from grand commercial centers like Ankara and Istanbul, making logistics movement a big challenge to affected areas in the southeast. Unusually harsh winter conditions at this time of the year haven't made rescue efforts any easier. Christian Atsu's situation remains as fluid as they come, and the wait for a confirmed statement on his whereabouts continue unabated.